Well, if you were like me and you cannot wait for the offseason to find a great deal on that jersey you've been waiting for, you might want to hold off a little bit because the Denver Broncos are getting new uniforms and Twitter and Reddit are abuzz, and I'm just super, super geeked out. Let's dive into the latest rumors and what we heard yesterday from the Walton Penner Group in the postseason press conference. So I think one of the first things is that in the NFL, they have typically been the more traditional league with a bunch of like older dudes who are like, get off my lawn. I want the same Cleveland Browns uniforms that I saw when I was a child. But what you see is that other leagues like the English Premier League and like Major League Soccer in the United States and now even the NBA, they're updating jerseys all the time. And if you look at the Nuggets recent jerseys, there have just been some fire ones. Like I love my Michael Porter Jr. City Edition I got hanging on the wall right behind me here. They just have been killing it, and they realize what a cash cow this is, that if I have Jamal Murray, I'm only going to buy his jersey once unless you make like 5 versions of it that I love. So they've taken big swings and did this red one, which is kind of, some people loved it, some people hated it. I loved the one with the skyline and this cool rainbow. So what's happening is I think we have a ownership group who's coming in and is more new school in their thinking and realize that this is a way that they can make money and connect with a younger fan base by upgrading our jerseys. And I think we're all here for it and really, really excited. So I want to get into the rumors all about that. But looking here at the rules is that if this is actually going to happen, it needs to be announced to the league by March 1st of the year before. So next season, we will not see players. They're going to wear the same exact jersey. So you'll see those one more year at least. But it is the expectation around most people in the league that we will indeed, by the draft, have the announcement this will be our last year with this set of jerseys. So that's super exciting. Part of me is like sad because all 3 of our Super Bowl victories have come in these jerseys. We've been to the Super Bowl a ton of times. We've seen Manning in them. But there's also a ton of excitement around it. So we heard yesterday, this is our Walmart money. This is Greg Penner, just a really cool dude, super, I think, innovative and forward thinking. And like I said in another video, you don't just become successful in one area. And so you see his business acumen will translate here. And I think you're going to see some crazy success with it. So new uniforms are on the way. They were not announced yesterday. He just talked about how he didn't know it was such a huge process, and the announcement is coming soon. And so you see here, nothing to announce on new uniforms today. It's a several year process. That's exactly what I showed you from the league rules. And this was just to kind of make everyone laugh. Like, this is not our new uniform. What'd you all think of this one? I still have a pair of these socks up in my drawer upstairs, and I wear them every year on the Turkey Bowl because I thought they were so cool at the time. But every year I feel like they're a little bit uglier. These were our throwbacks. And I can't believe this is the picture of Champ Bailey on Wikipedia. I think there should be a better picture. But tons of love going out for our snow-capped helmets. And so all of the rumors are that somehow we are going to find a way to incorporate the elements that people loved about this. So I think we loved the orange and we loved the white and just how clean this looked. Like, I've looked all over it trying to find a helmet right for my back shelf, and I can't find one for under $400. So, but this to me, like I was geeked up for these helmets. Like, they look so cool. And so all the rumors on Reddit are that we are going to incorporate elements with a white helmet. Now, the Broncos wanted to change our jerseys to go with this snow-capped, but it was denied. They were not able to do that. So the other rule, as we're redesigning our logos that we need to keep in mind, is that the commissioner also has final say in the approval of them and if we are encroaching on another team's design or color scheme. So I think if you look at us and the Chicago Bears, we both are blue and orange, obviously different tones of that, but you could see a world where they have an all orange kit, and you could see a world where he might say no to something if it encroaches on what the Chicago Bears are. So let's look here at the Most recent rumor is this one right here. And this is the one where someone came out and said that this mock up right here is the one that is most close to accurate. So why is it not fitting on the screen? Go over here and scale up on it. So what you see is we have the white that we loved with the helmet, the snow-capped helmet. You see a classic, maybe just a little bit changed Bronco here. Then the sleeves of this kit being having the mountain range on it. I think that's a really, really sweet touch. I wonder what that would look like on like a normal dude just wearing it. What someone did on Twitter, and just mad props to them for doing so, is they showed what this would look like with Javonte wearing it. And I'm like, man, that thing is fresh. So shout out to Graphic God, and NFL Fashion Advice is an awesome account to follow if you nerd out on all of these uniform things like I do. So I think that would be a really, really cool setup. I would totally buy me a Pat Surtain jersey with that skyline mountain range on the side. Now, interestingly, this one has Jumpman. Like, you typically see Jumpman being the Nike spinoff that like made the Michigan uniform. I don't know if any NFL teams are sponsored by Jumpman. I want to look into that, and I'll put it in the comments of this video. So other thing that's super fresh, and I hope it is accurate, is a concept that would take the classic D of the old Broncos uniform that we loved. Now, I think to us Broncos fans, like when you see that logo, you clearly see a Bronco. But what's interesting is I remember growing up as a little kid, my dad had this keychain with the original Broncos logo on it because that was their logo at the time. And I had no idea what it was. I thought it was like a cow, and it took me a long time to even know it was an animal. And I have my starter jacket that has that logo, and my son the other day was like, what's in that? What is it? So a lot of people who can't tell that that's a Bronco in it. So what this concept is taking the D from the original logo and putting in more of a current Bronco stallion in that. Super cool look, I think. But man, check out how fresh this is. I think there's some elements in this. You see it mocked up with Justin Simmons wearing different color schemes there to match that helmet. And I think this bottom left one is super cool, but it feels a little too much like the University of Florida look to me, and not as prominently Broncos. But man, this orange one with the blue helmet is amazing, and I like this one as well. So weigh in the comments, which one of these do you like the best, and whose jersey do you think you will sport first when our new looks come out? Like, do you picture yourself wearing a Broncos orange Michael Penix jersey in 2 years? Who knows? Lots to cover, lots to bring up, but it is an exciting time right now. And I hope that you are all buckled up in Broncos country.